Hey crew, man, do we have a good build and setup for you guys today. We are able to have unlimited grenades with this build, but not just any grenades, no. We are using the strongest grenades in the game, and we have an unlimited amount of them, so yeah, just let that sink in. Strongest grenade, and unlimited of those grenades. In this lost sector alone, all we do is throw these grenades left and right, and coming up here in a little bit, you will see me using this build in this week's Grandmaster as well, so it is definitely viable in the endgame content. All you do is switch out 2 mods and it's good to go. This is a Void build, and with Witch Queen coming, we will get the rework to the Void subclass, like the Stasis subclass, and it will make this build even better. Just imagine having Dark Matter from Middle Tree Nova Warp with this setup. Man, I can't wait. It gets me excited. Make sure to pay attention to the exotic armor piece and also all the mods we use and the substitutes for harder content so that you guys can really take advantage of this build in the best way possible. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then hit that subscribe button for me. It means a lot. We're closing in on 50,000 subscribers, and that would be an amazing milestone for me to hit. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. If we could hit that 50,000 by the end of the year, that would be amazing. I will also have a picture of the entire build and alternate mods in the video for you guys, so you can always screenshot that. Also, you can join the Discord with the link in the description or pinned comment, and you'll get access to the builds channel where I update it with every single build I do. That way you all have the different builds in one place to make it much easier for you. If you want to switch things up between different builds, or you have a question on a build and not sure what mod it was, or let's say, like, what armor piece does it need to be? Solar, stasis, arc, all of that is in the picture for you guys. So screenshot it in the video or join the Discord and have access to the entire feed of all the builds that I do. Okay, so let's go over the subclass because there's a few important things in here. First off, make sure you're using Vortex Grenade. This is a grenade that creates a vortex which continuously damages enemies trapped inside. It's the best grenade to be using with this build. Our melee here is Entropic Pull. Strike an enemy with this melee ability to drain your enemy's life force and use it to recharge your grenade. So this recharges our grenade very fast, just in case you need that. We also have Chaos Accelerant. Overcharge your grenade, making it deadlier and more effective. This works really well with Vortex Grenade and the exotic we're going to be using. We have Cataclysm here. This is our super. Nova Bomb travels slowly and seeks enemies. Detonations shatter into smaller sequel projectiles. Fire your weapon at the Nova Bomb to detonate it early as well. And then we also have Bloom. Void ability kills cause enemies to explode. This explosion is important with this build because it allows us to work in a few different mods to create a bunch of elemental wells that give us our grenade back so fast. Now for our helmet, we're rocking double Ashes to Assets, so we gain bonus super energy on grenade kills because we're using the strongest grenade in the game, and because we have unlimited of these grenades, this works really well. If you're doing harder content, take off one of these Ashes to Assets, and I would put in a ammo finder for whatever the main weapon you're using. For me, it would be Fusion Rifle ammo finder. And then we also have Bountiful Wells. Elemental well mods that cause you to spawn elemental wells can now stack, spawning additional wells for each additional copy of the mod you have equipped. So this allows us to double up on anything that creates a well. So on our gauntlets, we have Elemental Ordnance. Defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type. And because we have Bountiful Wells on, we're actually spawning 2 wells with this one Elemental Ordnance, this one grenade mod. We also have Grenade Kickstart. On our gauntlets, when your grenade energy is fully expended, you gain grenade energy. But for harder content, of course, you're taking this off and you're putting on like Unstoppable Fusion Rifle. For our exotic, we're using Controverse Holds. This is a great exotic. This is a very strong endgame exotic. A lot of people use this for solo clears and a bunch of different things. Basically, it allows you to hold down and overcharge your grenade, and while you're doing that, you gain reduced damage for the entire time you're holding your grenade, which is very nice to get out of like a sticky situation. Also, when you throw your grenade, it refunds a random amount of grenade energy. This can be anywhere from a quarter of your grenade to literally the entire thing. It depends on how much it's damaging somebody and how many different times it procs. One grenade throw, overcharged grenade throw, can proc it multiple times. So it really just depends on that. But even if we only get the single proc, the one proc, that's perfectly fine because with all these elemental mods we're adding in, we're able to get our grenade back anyways without getting a full proc of Controverse Holds. Now in our chest piece, we have Explosive Well Maker. Rapidly defeating combatants with explosive damage spawns a solar elemental well. This works really well with this build because the explosions created from Bloom Void ability kills cause enemies to explode from our grenade actually procs this mod. And we have Bountiful Wells, so we're spawning 2 of them. And then also I have Explosive Wellmaker on my boots too. So we have 2 of these mods slotted, okay? So we're spawning 3 of these solar wells every time we get a double kill with our grenade. And every time we get a double kill with Telesto, we're also spawning 3 of these orbs. So 3 solar wells are always coming out from a grenade or Telesto, which is absolutely crazy. We also have Innervation on our boots, reduce grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. So we're adding that in too, so we can get double kills if you have your Telesto masterworked. And then the reason we're spawning so many of these solar wells is because we have Well of Ordnance on our bond, and that is picking up a solar elemental well grants you additional grenade energy. Multiple copies of this mod increase the effect. But this gives us an extra 10 to 15% from 1 solar well, which is very nice. And it's actually a pretty underrated mod. I don't see a lot of people using it, and it only costs 1 energy. So it allows you to work in other things. We also have particle deconstruction on our bond. You guys all know what that does with ramping up damage. And we're using that with Telesto. And of course, a heavy linear fusion rifle, something like Threaded Needle. I have Bomber on my class item too. Reduce grenade cooldown when using your class ability. Just in case we need another 25% to top off our grenade, we drop the rift and boom, there it goes. So the core aspect of this build is we have unlimited grenades because every time you charge your grenade and throw it with Controverse holds, you then get the random amount of grenade energy back from the exotic. But on top of that, from 1 grenade throw, you're generating 5 wells. You're generating 2 void wells and 3 solar wells. So all of those are adding to your ability regen, okay? And with Well of Ordnance, picking up a solar elemental well grants you additional grenade energy. So we're getting additional grenade energy on top of that. If you're short for whatever reason, drop a rift. That gives you grenade energy because of Bomber. We're getting grenade energy from Grenade Kickstart if our throw is long enough. So all of this just works in tandem, and it's literally breaking these Controverse holds. Like, we have unlimited grenades no matter what you're doing. Like, it's pretty crazy. Kind of blows my mind. The 2 mods you would slot in for more difficult content is Elemental Charge and Protective Light. For me personally, in the Grandmaster clips that you saw, I took off Well of Ordnance and 1 Explosive Wellmaker, those 2. So I kept on Bountiful Wells, I kept on Elemental Ordnance, and I kept on Explosive Wellmaker. And then I slotted Elemental Charge and Protective Light. That way I can take that reduced damage every time I am charged with light to get me out of those sticky situations and save my life more often than not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a few videos up on screen here in a second. If you guys have not seen them, go check them out. It really helps the channel out. There's some really good builds in here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.